Am I audible now? A very good afternoon. And so, as I said, it's like a Netflix series. The first episode was done 2 weeks back, and the second episode begins with a recap. Okay, you can see the recap. So, two things were discussed in the previous session, and somehow I hope that all of you attended it. Yes or no? Yeah. So there's a certain prerequisite which I wanted you to do, and then what we did. So now all of you will tell me that you have done this thing or not. So the people who have done it, they will send a like on this stream, okay? First, squares till 25. That had to be done 2 weeks ago. If you've done that, put likes on the stream. Then, the next one, cubes till 15. 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube till 15 cube. All right. That's great. Okay. Next was multiplication tables from 1 to 25. So these three things were the prerequisites of the previous class. Right? And for today's class, the prerequisite is finishing up with all the things that I told in the previous class. Clear? And obviously, common sense. That's the most important prerequisite. The common sense must be there. Okay? So if you want to see it again, here it goes. Common sense. All right? This must be there. Okay? Now, what we did. First was cube roots. All of you done it? Anybody here who has joined for the first time? Like who did not do the previous class? New on the channel? Great. Done? And tell me something, have you guys tried it on your own and also tried to play this game with your friends? Great. Then comes the next one, square roots. Done that as well. Cool boy plays, yeah, of course, obviously. This is an add-on session. Then Moolvark Siddhant. So by this, if you remember, we did certain really nice things, right? We're able to calculate any kind of square, and there's no limit to us. So that is a recap of Vedic Maths 1. And now, what's the agenda of today's session? Let's discuss that. Hemang? Okay, but you should be revising that. You know me. Those who don't know me, the first time on the channel, my name is Abhishek Leela Pandey, as you see here. And that's my, what do I say, my resume maybe. 11 years of teaching experience. 11 years. I teach VR, CLRDI, quantitative aptitude, group discussion, personal interview, writing ability, decision making for SAT, and so writing for MyCat. I was recognized as one of the top 40 leaders under 40 years of age by Trade Flock magazine last year. I have written 3 fiction novels, 2 academic books, 1 mathematics treatise, and 2 poetry books. I'm a speaker at multiple colleges and Toastmasters International, a practicing mathematician. That is me, those who do not know me. And now, let's talk about today's agenda. What are we going to do today? Manik, whatever I'm sending in the reading club, just do that. So we'll do multiplication, that will be major focus. I'll start with the same base multiplication, different bases but same number of digits, different bases but different number of digits. That's what we're going to do today, okay? So first of all, we need to understand what is a base. What's a base, basically? Is the voice low for everyone? Manish, thanks for saying that. So let's try to understand what is base. Base is, any kind of base is basically is a multiple of 10, okay? If we talk for numbers less than 100, or the base can be a multiple of 100 for numbers near 100. All right, so I'll give you different examples. You're able to understand this. Is that cool? Okay, so let's try and understand. Okay, so there was a technique which I sometimes use when I teach Vedic Maths to very young students, young like 9, 10, 11 years old. So what I do over there, it's a very basic thing, but you need to understand. So let's say I have a number 12 multiplied by 14, okay? I need to multiply this. What will I do? All of you, do you remember the continent of Africa? How it looks like? The continent of Africa. Yaad hai? Those remember it, it looks majorly like this, isn't it? That is how it looks like, more or less. The continent of Africa. Yes or no? No, Imank. I'll do something else. That's the continent of Africa. And the longest river of the world is Nile, which is present over here. That is how Nile looks like. Okay? So, now I need to multiply 12 and 14. If I want to multiply 12 and 14, I'll imagine the map of Africa like this and the river Nile. So, whatever is inside the continent, we will add that. So, 12 plus 4 is 16. And whatever is on the river Nile, we'll just multiply that. Like 2 into 4. That's 8. And that's the answer. Done. Ho gaya. That's it. That is the answer. Cool, na? So, this is how, students, they connect to the entire thing, because the geography gets stronger, and then they understand, they relate things. That is how knowledge is built, isn't it? That is how knowledge is built. Again, yeah, I'll give different example. Let's have one more. Let's say I want to multiply 13 with 15. Okay, so the map of Africa looks like this. That is the river Nile, as you know. All right, I want to multiply this. Whatever is inside the continent, 13 and 5, let's add that up. 13 plus 5 is 18, and whatever is on the river Nile, need to multiply that. So we have 15, but the problem is 15 has 2 digits, isn't it? And only 1 digit is allowed. only one digit is allowed here. So this 1 would carry forward. All right, 5 remains. This 1 goes here. 8 becomes 9. The answer is 195. That is the only thing that we need to remember. Yes, Rohan, that's really cool. Karuna, wait, hold your horses. We'll do for everything, but let's focus on what we're doing right now. Looks good? All of you got that? We need to remember that we have to carry forward in case we get 2 digits. Let's take one more example. So now this is in your mind, right? So if I want to multiply, let's say, 13 and 14, 13 plus 4 is 17, 3 into 4 is 12, 1 goes carry forward, the answer is 182. We can do this in mind, isn't it? Slowly and steadily, if you do this 5 to 6 times, these things will start coming to will be, inculcated, imbibed, imprinted in your memory, and you will never be able to do it wrong. मियोमी वहाँ भी आएंगे. देखो, पहला डिजिट 1 नहीं हुआ तो, कोई 10 में है, 20 में है तो, 3 डिजिट हुआ तो, सब कुछ सिखाऊंगा मैं, एक-एक करके. Let's go step by step and trust the process. If you are through this, then we'll move ahead, obviously, don't worry. This is a 3 hours long session. It means something. Okay. Looks good. Let's do one more. 14 multiplied by 19. 14 plus 9 is 23, and 4 into 9 is 36. 3 goes carry forward. Looks good. We have 266 as the answer. So now I would like you guys to absorb this information for a minute and then tell me if this is understood by everyone. Jatin, yes, because I want to, and also a lot of people were asking for this Vedic Maths session, isn't it? So I felt like this is the most appropriate time. You guys have done 2 sessions of VRC in the paid batch, 2 sessions of numbers. All right, so I felt like now you are ready for the second session of Vedic Mathematics. So let's do that. Cool. So now I'll give you some practice problems. You will tell me what is the answer, all of you. So here we go. 12 multiplied by 15, tell me the answer. After that, 13 multiplied by 14, tell me the answer. After that, 18 multiplied by 15, tell me the answer. 12 multiplied by 18, tell me the answer again. Then 11 multiplied by 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 दूंगा ऐसे सम में आप लोग को. 13 multiplied by 19, okay. 12 multiplied by 17, 14 multiplied by what? 18, 13 multiplied by 12, 11 multiplied by 19. So all of you solve it, and then all of you type, 1, 2, 3 for the 10 different answers. So in your comments there should be 10 numbers, 10 solutions. Do not type it one by one, so that I'm able to understand that you have done it properly or not. Okay? Do not just give me single answers. Give me all 10 answers. Harshit will come to that. What's the limitation? Don't worry. We'll break all the limitations today. Do not use calculator, please. Nobody should use calculator. I need all 10 answers in a single comment. Nice. I feel so happy and so proud. Now we'll go beyond this. So you must have seen that all the numbers that I wrote are majorly in base 10. That is what base basically means. Both the numbers are in base 10. Anything from 10 to 19 is in base 10, which means anything from 20 to 29 will be in base 20. Is that cool? So base is a multiple of 10 when you're dealing with the numbers less than 100, right? So let's see how many of you are not able to solve it. 12 plus 5 is 17, 2 into 5 is 10, 1 goes in carry forward, we have 180 as the answer. Okay? 13 plus 4 is 17, 3 into 4 is 12, 1 goes here, answer is 182. 18 plus 5 is 23, 8 5s are 40, 4 goes here, answer is 270. 12 plus 8 is 20, 2 into 8 is 16, 1 goes here, answer is 216. 11 plus 7 is 18, 1 into 7 is 7, that's it. 7 is single digit. 13 plus 9 is 22, 3 into 9 is 27, 2 goes here, we have 247. 12 plus 7 is 19, 2 into 7 is 14, 1 goes here, we have 204. 19 plus 1 is 20. This 14 plus 8 is how much? 22. 4 into 8 is 32. 3 goes here, we have 252. Wow. Interesting now. Yes, Himang, exactly. That is base 10. 13 plus 2 is 15. 3 into 2 is 6. Done. 11 plus 9 is 20. 1 9 is 9. Done. Perfect. So we can do these things in a very quick manner. Okay. Now the question arises, where is it used? Obviously, when you need to multiply numbers, this will be used, but this is a very simple, very common thing which happens with questions of profit, loss and discount. It will be used over there. Let's see how. But before that, we'll solve base 20. So let's have number 22 multiplied by 23. What needs to be done? Pay attention very carefully. The base is 20 now. The base is 20, okay? So, 22 plus 3 is 25. 2 into 3 is 6. The only difference is that this, whatever is inside the continent, that has to be multiplied by 2. Why? Because base is 20. When base is 20, we need to multiply the sum, the first sum that we get, by 2, and that's it. The answer is 506. Understood? Which obviously means that the base is 30, we'll multiply it by 3. Is that clear? Let's have one more example. 21 multiplied by 28. 21 plus 8 is 29. Multiply by 2. 1 8s are 8. The answer is 588. Nice. All of you got that? Got it, everyone? So, solve the following, Himank, exactly. Now, answer the following things. 22 multiplied by 27, 23 multiplied by 25, 26 multiplied by 29, 22 multiplied by 23, and 24 multiplied by 26. I need five answers in a single comment. Yeah, Mohit. It will be on the YouTube channel of iQUANTA. Hey, Anushka. Good evening. Vidhi, exactly. Raja will do everything, don't worry. Let's check it out. Some people are answering 594, some are answering 604. Don't know which one is correct. 22 plus 27. Okay, I'll write step by step. Looks good. That is the intermediate step which is happening. 29 multiplied by 2 is how much? It's 58, isn't it? And 2 into 7 is 14, out of which 4 stays, 1 goes in carry forward. The answer is 594. Perfect. Keep on checking your answers. 23 into 25. So 2 times 23 plus 5 is what is happening. And then 3 into 5. 15 here, 1 will carry forward. 28 into is 56. 1 goes here, the answer is 575. Right? Hemang, exactly. After multiplication by 2, we'll add the carry forward. Right. This 24 plus 6 times 2. This is one thing. Other is 4 into 6. 24 here, 4 stays, 2 must be carried forward. 30 into 2 is 60. 2 goes here, we have 624. Next, 2 multiplied by 26 plus 9, and then we have 6 into 9. So we get what? 35 into 70 is 54. The answer is 754. 22 plus 3. And here we have 2 into 3. 6 stays, this is 50, so 506 is the answer. Nice, isn't it? Meow me. You got that? So tell me everyone, if the base is 30, what will happen? If the base is 30, what's going to happen? What will you do? Everything remains same. The only difference will be, let's say I want to multiply 32 and 33. Let's add these guys. We have 35 multiplied by 3, and then 2 into 3 is what we have. 6, this is 105. Answer is 1056. Nice, very good. All of you got that. So should I give you now 10 random numbers of different bases? Base 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, all of it. करूँ ऐसा? Ready? Okay. And now I'm also assuming that you guys have done tables till 25. So let me give you different types of sums. 41 multiplied by 45, that's the first one. Second is 62 multiplied by 63. Third, 73 multiplied by 75. Fourth, 91 multiplied by 95. Fifth, 83 multiplied by 87. Sixth, 52 multiplied by 56. Is the voice good for everyone? Teddy, try to refresh the page. Yeah, Shivam, I'm doing it. See, with 2 puzzles every week. That's what we are following. I won't be doing it every day, obviously, because then the entire magic it fades away. So 2 every week. Started it last week, so I think I have uploaded 3 of them. And by the way, as Shivam says, how many of you are actually watching those George Summers puzzles? They are pretty good in developing your logical acumen, isn't it? Himank, well done. That's great. Let's check the answers. Okay. So 41 multiplied by 45. Here the base is 40. You need to multiply by 4. 41 plus 5 is 46. Into 4 is how much? 16, 24, 184, 1845. I think I have done it right. Haven't I? Okay. Next. 62 plus 3 is 65 multiplied by 6, 36, 30, 390. Then we have a 6 there. Nice. Next. 78 multiplied by 7, 560, 14, 550, 546. Then 15 here. This goes, so we have 5475. All right. Perfect. 91 and 95. 91 plus 5 is how much? 96. 969 is how much? 924, 876. 5. Looks good. गलत किया मैंने फोर्थ वाला. गलत किया है ना? It should be 864. 8645. 83 plus 7 is how much? 90 into 8 is 720. 3 7s are 21. 2 goes there. We have 7221. All right. Next, 52 plus 6, 58 into 5 is how much? 25, 40, 290. 2 6 are 12. 1 goes here. We have 2, 9, 1, 2 as the answer. Check everyone. All of you have got this correct answer. So now we have 70 viewers right now. If you have understood this all, hit some likes so that now we'll reset our entire ambition and our entire mind, reboot ourselves for the next 1 minute by throwing likes, and then we'll move on to the next concept. Do that. Ready for the next one? Ready for the next? मियाओ मी आएंगे आएंगे ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस अभी आएंगे वहाँ पे अभी तो बाद में है वो today's agenda do you remember that so in case people have joined now the agenda of our today's session was this multiplication same base we are still not we haven't finished this yet okay we have done only bases which are multiples of 10 after that we'll do different bases but same digits different base but different digits so let's go ahead. Okay, now we'll go to bases which are multiples of 100. Okay, born ready, Himang. That's great. So, okay, let me try to multiply 103 and 104. Now I won't use that Africa technique. It can be used. There's no problem. But now let us make it more universal. Try to make it more universal. So for that, what is the base? Whenever you have two numbers which are in the same base. So basically, right now we are doing things structurally, but in the real life problems, you won't be getting things in structure. They will be randomly scattered, isn't it? So in front of you, something like this comes up. The first thing that you need to do is try to identify the base. Is the base same or not? Yeah, the base is same. It's 100. The first number is 3 more than 100. Second number is 4 more than 100. Just write 3 and 4 like this. Okay? All right? And then once you have done that, now it's the same thing as the previous things. It's not, nothing has changed. Either add 103 to 4 or 104 to 3 is the same thing. You get 107, right? And 3 4s are 12. That is the answer. Here, 2 digits are allowed. Now, I just saw that Jatin has tried to do it correctly, but somehow he sent one to the carry forward, right, Jatin? Now, thing is, in the previous cases, only 1 digit was allowed, but here 2 are allowed. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because now the base is 100 and we have 2 zeros. Okay, so the number of zeros that are there in the base, that will be the number of digits allowed here. Clear? So here if we get something with 3 digits, then we'll send the carry forward. Cool? Let's do that. So let's say I have an example. I take an example like 112 multiplied by 109. Okay? Now see what happens. Here I have plus 12. Here I have plus 9. 112 plus 9 or 109 plus 12 will be resulting in 121 only. 12 9s are 108. Here we have 3 digits. Only 2 are allowed. 1 should be carried forward. Clear? So we have 12208. Just look at these two examples for a minute and then we'll move ahead. माइक का इशू है रुको मैं ठीक करता हूँ वेट I think it's fine now. Looks good. Why so low attendance? in the classes there are 700, 800 people. Here it's just 70, 80. Is it the time? Karuna, okay. Others, have you got it? Rishita, or maybe. Some people are working actually. Chalo, great. I'll explain that again, the last point. Karuna, in the previous cases where the basis of multiples of 10, only one digit was allowed. In this case, two digits are allowed. So here we multiply 3 and 4, we got two digits only. And it's allowed, right? 12. But here, 12 into 9 is 108, which has got three digits, only two are allowed, 08 stay, and one goes to carry forward. That's it, nothing else. Okay? Now, let me have a few more examples. 117 multiplied by 108. 17 more, 8 more. See, a lot of people would get confused. Some people write 7 more. This is 17 more. The base is 100. Okay? So, 117 plus 8, or this, will be resulting in 125. 17 eights are, is how much? 136. 36, only two digits are allowed, right? These two will be there, and this will go to carry forward. So we have 1, 2, 6, 3, 6 as the correct answer. All right. And tell me, who tried to check it through calculator? Did you try to check it? Sahi hai ki nahi? Is this correct? Understood. That's great. Did you check that? So what is the limit over there? Limit is the table of the multiplication tables that you know. If you have done it till 25, multiplication table till 25, then you can go till 125. Okay? Correct to hoga Himanka, I know. But I'm just asking, did you check it through a calculator? Then did not check. Okay. Well, let us take one more example. 112 multiplied by 113. Here this is 12 more, this is 13 more. Let's add in a crosswise fashion. I get 125. 12 into 13 is 156. These two remain. This goes in carry forward. So we have 1, 2, 6, 5, 6. Okay. The problem is some people would not be able to multiply 12 and 13 so quickly. So 12 and 13 can be multiplied by using the base 10. And that is the reason I started with the bases which are multiples of 10. Okay? Pawan, what happened to the voice? I think the kind of outfit that I'm wearing, that is creating some trouble. Let me try to rearrange the mic in some other way. Good now? Try to rearrange. Actually, I got this shirt from some Korean designer. So they are, into this weird kind of stuff. Maybe weird, but looks cool to me. But I never thought that this might, disrupt the sound of the mic. I hope it's right now. Okay, got it, everyone? So 12 and 13 can be multiplied by using that base 10. Okay, let us try to, let's have one more. 113 multiplied by, let's say, 118 plus 13 plus 18, try to add. Pawan, it's good for everyone. Just try to refresh once, Pawan. Let's see, that might help. Okay, 131, 13 multiplied by 18 can be done by using that base 10 method, right? 13 plus 8 is 21, 3 into it is 24. So 2, 3, 4 is what we get here. 2 goes here. We have 1, 3, 3, 3, 4. Cool? Got it, everyone? Now, having said that, tell me, all of you, what is the basis 200? We want something, some number which is in base 200. What we will do? You will tell me that. Let's say we have something like 203 multiplied by 208. There's 3 more than 200, 8 more than 200. We'll just add that up. 211. What next should be done? What should be done? Who will tell me? Multiply by 2 exactly. The same way we did for 20. This will multiply by 2 and rest everything remains the way it is. So we have 4, 2, 2, 2, 4. Oh, it's a palindrome, right? 4, 2, 2, 2, 4. Looks good. Well done. You know what's a palindrome, right? Ulta seedha ek saman. Like dalda, Malayalam. Malayalam is a word which is a palindrome both in Hindi and English. Yes, Himang, exactly. That's a palindrome. पहले सुनिए बचपन में 3 अक्षर का मेरा नाम उल्टा सीधा एक समान. बताओ क्या आंसर है? डालडा, जहाज, जीजा जी. सुना है? All of you must have done it, right? That's a palindrome. Nitin, yes. Kanak, very good. Exactly, riddles make the mind sharp. That is a true story. Okay, now let me give you random numbers from different bases. If I ask you what is the product of 312 multiplied by 308, chalo, tell me. One by one, I'll give you random numbers. Yes, Rohan, madam. Himang, that's right. You know what? I wanted to say that, but I thought, okay, let's leave it. Virtual world and all those, um, reels and that disturbing social media and no parental control. So all that stuff, has somehow, I think, the intelligence of humans is going for a toss. There are no more riddles. I was talking to a 8-year-old guy, I think a few days back. I'd asked him that which is your favorite subject. He did not have any. I asked him, what is your favorite sport? He did not have any. I asked him, what's your favorite hobby? He didn't have any. I said, what do you do? He said, I watch people playing online games on YouTube. That was so sad. So we need to, kind of reinforce the need and importance of having riddles, jokes, fun in our life. That gives us a lot of, insights. 12 more, 8 more. Let's add that up. We have 320. And multiply by 3, obviously. 12 8s are 96. So we have 96096. That's not a palindrome, by the way. Perfect. One more. There's so many people here, only few are answering. Let's have 513 multiplied by 509. Vidhi was telling me that she is not good in mathematics. And I can see Vidhi is answering in the top 3 commenters, she is the one. अब उसने गलत किया कि सही ये नहीं पता, पर वो कर तो रही है. What's the base here? It's 500. So this is 13 more, this is 9 more. Let's add that up. So we have 522 multiplied by 5. Obviously, we need to do that. 13 9s are 117. 17 will stay, will be carried forward. Okay, cool. What is 522 into 5? 2500, 2600, 2610 is 117. 17 remains, 1 goes here. So we have 261117. That's what we will have now. तीन बार 1 है, 2 बार नहीं. सृष्टि, मैट्रिक्स. Got it? चलो एक और करते हैं. One more. 816 multiplied by 812. थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट कर लेते हैं. Tell me the answer. Let's see. Do not cheat, do not use calculators. Okay. Here we have 16 more than 800, 12 more than 800. Let's add them up. So I get 828. I need to multiply this by 8. 16 into 12 is how much? 18, 12, 192. This will be carried forward. Okay. 828. Maza aa raha hai? Doesn't? Yes. 6400, 160, 6560, 6624 आएगा क्या इसको मल्टीप्लाई करने पे? Just tell me guys. Am I right? So now, because you have done a lot of things, and if you look at the time, you are now 1 hour old in this session. Okay? And by this time, do you think that your smartness has improved a lot? Several notches up, isn't it? In just 1 hour. There's one thing which I want you guys to understand, and that is, if you noticed, I'm very fast in calculating these things as well. Do you notice? Are you also that fast to multiply these things so quickly? Yes, Ivank, exactly. That's really cool. But did you notice that? I hope you noticed. Yeah, Aryan. And not noticed, Chaitanya. But now notice that. And is that like you were also doing the same in the same speed? Or there is something which I'm doing? Himank, I think I said that also, no? Out loud. 6400, 160 is as, kind of adding it in my mind. That's really good if you notice that. Very good. Base multiplication is not yet over. Now, let's look at some other thing. 1 hour is over and base multiplication is not yet over. What is left? What is left is, class time duration will be 3 hours at max. So, if I have, okay, let's talk about base 100 only. The thing is, let's say two numbers are there, number n1 and number n2. Whenever you use n, normally it is number. Here, we were doing when both the numbers are greater than 100. What if both are less than 100? That's also a case, isn't it? Right? Isn't it? That's also a case. What needs to be done there? So let's say I have a number 98 multiplied by, let's say, 93. Okay? Everybody pay attention. This is 2 less, I'll just write minus 2. This is 7 less, I'll write minus 7. From 100, the base is 100, right? Minus 2 and minus 7. Everything remains the same, nothing changes. 98 minus 7 or 93 minus 2, you'll get 91 only. And minus 2 into minus 7 is a positive number. Two negatives make a positive. Just multiply, you get 14. That's it. That's the answer. Clear? If both are less, we'll take minus and nothing else changes. Everything remains the same. Let's take one more example. 88 multiplied by 85. 12 less, 15 less. Okay. Let's subtract. I get 73. This is 180. Oh, 3 digits are there, only 2 are allowed. 1 must go here. I'll get 7480. That's it. Got it? Looks good? Everything is same. It's just that we need to subtract in place of addition. Got it? So obviously there would be a new thing in your mind. And what should that be? What if one number is greater and other is lesser? By the way, if I take base 200 here and both are less than 200, for example, let us have something like 198 multiplied by 191. Let's assume base with 200. You have a random calculation in front of you. You identify the base, it's 200. This is 2 less, this is 9 less. Let's subtract that, you'll get 189 in both the cases. You need to multiply this by 2. Why? Because you assume base to be 200. That is the only thing that changes. Rest everything remains same. 2 9s are 18. Is that clear? So we have 37818 as the correct answer. Clear? 198 is 2 less than 200. 191 is 9 less than 200. जतिन क्या हुआ? देखो फिर से ध्यान से. Is that clear? Nothing changes. Whatever base we assume, we just need to multiply the first, the addition, subtraction with 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on that. Exactly. That's the only difference. Did you realize that if you know the multiplication table till 25, you will cover a lot of things? Keeping base is 100, you can cover all the numbers from 75 to 125. Did you realize that? Let's try and do that. So if someone asks me, multiply 78 and 88, you know what I'll do? I'll just look at this. Okay, this is base 100. This 22 less, this 12 less, and that is how I'll do all the things. Let's subtract. What do I get? I get 66 here. 22 into 12. It's 264, I think. Yeah. So this remains, this goes here. I get 6864 as the correct answer. Clear? Okay, Jatin, वहाँ पे भी आएंगे. Pawan, still the voice is low. Wait. अब थोड़ा ठीक है? मैं काम करूँ क्या? 2 mic लगा लूँ क्या? Let me ask for one more mic. But I just rearranged. Is the voice better now? With the same method ही तो है. बस माइनस किया है. क्या हुआ जतिन? Is there a problem? 6864 ही तो आएगा भाई. Budhi, nothing has changed. It's the same thing. $6864 only. Is that clear, everyone? Let us take a few more examples like that. What if I take something like 298 multiplied by 296, 94 ले लेते हैं. Identify the base. What's the base here? I'm using one more mic, Pawan, don't worry. I think now the problem will be sorted. Now I have 2 mics. The base is 300 here. Tell me the answer also, everyone. Srishti, base 300 hai. This is 2 less, this is 6 less. 2 less, 6 less. 292 multiplied by 3. That is why base is important. You need to multiply this by 3. Then 2 6 are 12. That is okay. Right? Is it 87612? Is that the answer? I think yes. वेरी गुड। 1 घंटे के बाद 7 मिनट और हुए और तुम सब इतने स्मार्ट हो गए। So let me give you some random numbers in which the numbers that I assume will be less than the basis, and after that obviously we'll go to the next concept, that is when one number is less, other is more. Okay, so let us try a few random examples. 592 multiplied by 591. Tell me the answer. 684 multiplied by 692. Tell me the answers to these two. Rishida, आऊँगा उस पर भी. How did I do 293 quickly? याद दिलाना मेरे को इन दोनों सम के बाद. Okay, I'll tell you. जतिन, मुझे लगता है कि तुमने वही गलती कर दी जो बहुत लोग करते हैं यहाँ पे। दिखने में भले आसान लग रहा हो बट लोग गलती करते हैं। क्या गलती की है? आई थिंक यू मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 5 वेयर एज द बेस वॉज 600 in the first problem. Right, Jatin? Just check it once. The base is 600. So, I'll have to multiply this by, okay, 8 less, 9 less. So we have 583. Need to multiply this by 6. And 8 9s are 72. Clear? तुम्हारा आंसर देख के समझ मेरे को आ गया तुमने क्या किया होगा। है ना? इतना मैं नंबर से खेल चुका हूँ ना बचपन से लेके आज तक। You give me an answer of any problem, I'll tell you. Let's say there is a problem in which there are 7 steps. You give me the answer and I'll tell you in which step did you go wrong. इतना ज़्यादा हो चुका है अब, और काफ़ी मज़ा आता है सोच के मेरे को इस बात को। अंतर्यामी की फीलिंग आती है और यही मज़ा मैं सारे देश को देना चाहता हूँ। इसका क्या आएगा? मल्टीप्लाई दिस, कितना जाएगा यार इसका? 102, ओके, 3498 आएगा क्या? एम आई राइट? नेक्स्ट, the base is 700 here, isn't it? The base is 700. The 16 less, this is 8 less. If I do it like this, I get 684 minus 8 is how much? 600 what? 76. Okay, right? Okay, what now? Multiplied by 7. Here 16 8s are how much? 128. 28 remains, 1 will be carried forward. Right? 776. How to do that? 724, 14, 28, 168, 4900, 4800, 4700, 4732. Am I right? This will go here. So we have 473328. Am I right? I think I am. So now thing is, a lot of you are asking me that how am I calculating these things so quickly? है ना? before going on to the next concept, in which I'll assume one number to be less than the base, other to be more than the base, after I'll tell you how am I calculating these things. Okay? किसी को तो लग रहा है कि मैं सारे नंबर याद करके आया हुआ हूँ, रट्टा मार लिया होगा, ऐसा नहीं लग रहा किसी को? Okay, before going to the next thing, let us take one number greater than base 100 में लेते हैं. One number is greater than 100, other is less than 100. For example, 105 multiplied by 92. That is where the real mathematics will come in, seep in. अब तुम्हें समझ सब कुछ आ जाएगा कि जो भी हम कर रहे थे, everything will start making some kind of sense. What looked like a trick, which actually looked like logic. All the magic, it's magic for people who don't know the logic, isn't it? So every magic is logical. It's just that the logician only knows the technique. So if I take this is more than like 5 more, this is 8 less. If you do it in crosswise fashion, you either add 5 to 92 or subtract 8 from 105, you will get 90s in both the cases. That is there. Base is 100, no need to multiply it by anything. Now the problem here is 5 into 8. What is that? 5 into 8. So all of you, when we are doing this throughout this last 1.25 hours, we filled in something and we had 2 positions, 2 allowed digits. When I say 2 are allowed, what does that mean? Mathematically speaking, when 2 digits are allowed, that means we have 2 vacant positions. Is that right? Tell me yes or no. When they say 2 digits are allowed, that means we have 2 vacant positions. And a vacancy in mathematics, like nothing is there, is basically 0. That's what 0 basically means. Nothing. Right? Dev, 100 में से 8 कम है 92, इसलिए -8 होगा. Okay, Dev? Do you understand this? 2 vacant positions. So, in the previous cases, we're trying to add the numbers to these zeros. And that is why those numbers assume, because 0 added to anything is that thing only. But if we subtract this -40, to subtract this 40 from these 2 zeros, that is why the answer is 9660. Is that clear, everyone? Cool. Getting it? So it was 9700 minus 40. आ गई बात समझ में? Everyone? Yeah, I'll repeat. Great, Jatin. I'll just repeat with some other example. Okay. Let me take an example like this. What if I have 102? I'll take an easy example. 97. So 102, the base is 100, right? Both numbers are near 100. Yeah. Explaining again. This is 2 more. This is 3 less. Subtract 3 from 102 or add 2 to 97, you get 99 both the cases. This is -6. -6. जिंदगी में ऐसा नंबर है कभी आज तक? A number can be positive or negative, but positive and negative are always in the prefix. We cannot have minus in between, can we? Not really. Okay, so what exactly is happening over here? We had 2 vacancies which were filled by 0, and this -6 has to be accommodated here. Just subtract 6 from here, so I'll get 9894 as the correct answer. Clear? Got it? One more. 107 multiplied by 96 plus 7 minus 4 103. This is minus 28. Subtract 28 from here. You get 10272. That's it. Clear? इसी बात को ऐसे ही बोल सकते हैं कि आपने ये कर दिया तो 2800 से कितना कम है, तो हम लोग 72 लिख दो 72 और इसको एक कम कर दो. आई विल गिव वन एग्जांपल. लेट्स से आई हैव 104 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 91. दिस इज 4 मोर, दिस इज 9 लेस. लिसन टू मी केयरफुली. आई हैव 95. दिस इज माइनस 36. 36 100 से कितना कम है? 64. 64 लिखो और इसको एक कम कर दो. You'll get the answer. That's even quicker. 9464. Is that clear? देव समझ में आ गया अब? अंबिका, करुणा, वीरेन, देव, all of you understood? You can do it this way also. Good, Jatin. Now, having said that, we can also do it for different bases. Let's say I have 207 multiplied by क्या कर दूँ 198. This is 7 more, this is 2 less, and the base here is 200, isn't it? So if you do it this way, you get 205 multiplied by 2 has to be done. यहाँ minus 14 ऐसे कैसे करोगे? You know that, right? Yeah, I'll repeat Meenakshi by different examples. There's 410. Here, 14 is how much less than 100? It's 86 less. Let's write 86 and subtract 1 from here. So you get 40986. It's basically, you know what, it's basically borrowing. In the sum, we had carry forward, the operation of carry forward. In difference, we have the operation of borrowing. Is that cool? This is minus 14. Understood, everyone? You borrow things, isn't it? So if you have like 41000, you subtract 14. How do you do that? 10 यहाँ से एक borrow कर लेंगे, यहाँ से borrow कर लेंगे. Is that right? You know that, isn't it? If you borrow something from here, this becomes 10. यहाँ minus 1. You know that, right? All of this, you know. तो ये 9 हो जाएगा, 9 8. ये भी 09 हो जाएगा. So you will get 9 and all that stuff. Isn't it? Yeah, Arun, what happened? लिखा है 86 लिखा है मैंने. हेमांक वो 14 है, 1 नहीं है ना? ठीक है, आगे समझ में? ओके. हाँ, वैसे भी देख सकते हो. राइट. 410 minus 1. Exactly. Let's have one more example. 502 495. Everybody tell me the answer. करुणा, ये बात भी जरूरी नहीं है. आएंगे वहां पे भी. Don't worry. Let's do this one first. हर बार 100 से कितना कम है ये मैंने देखने के लिए बाद में बताया. असली तरीका तो माइनस करना ही है. I'll tell you why. Let's do this question first. Two more, 5 less. The base is 500. All of you must have realized by now. So I get 497 5 times. Minus 3 के बाद में accommodate कर लेंगे. So we have 2500, 315, 2485. Minus 15 करना है. तो 100 से कितना कम है? 85. And this becomes 4. The answer is 248485. Cool. मैंने 3 into 5 कर दिया क्या? ये 2 into 5 है. I thought it's 503. Don't worry. All right. 10 कम है ना? Okay, so all of you got that? All right. Now, can we have some cases in which we don't have to see what 100 se kam hai, kisse kam hai? That is a problem. That can be a problem. I'll tell you in what cases. Let's say I have something like this 112 multiplied by 87. See what is going to happen here. Plus 12 and minus 13. Okay, ये कर लेते हैं. So we get 99. The problem is 12 into minus 13 is minus 156. अब तुम 100 से कम नहीं देख पाओगे. तुम्हें 200 से कम देखना पड़ेगा. And that is the best way is to put two zeros and subtract normally. That is the best way actually. So we get 9744. All right. So if it is minus 156, तो 100 से कितना कम देख ही नहीं सकते. 200 से कितना कम होगा वो देखना पड़ेगा. Is that clear now, Karuna? That's a good question actually. So if I keep it simple, that is the universal approach, but also you can do it in mind by subtracting 99 by 2, not by 1. The rest everything remains same. Clear? Cool enough? Noted? That's great. Yeah, Imang. Okay, so the next concept, obviously now you all must be realizing that we are done with base multiplication, isn't it? Now what if the bases are different? That is the question which must be coming in all of your minds. What if the bases are different, isn't it? When the bases are different, I'll go there, but before that I want to tell you a trivia, a very interesting and impressive story which will open your facets of understanding of mathematics and observation. Okay? Ready for that? Next 5 minutes, I'll be telling you that, and after that, we'll be having a 5 minutes ka break. Okay? So that you kind of absorb everything, have a cup of tea maybe. I'll also have that. I'll just call my team over there to bring me a cup of tea. Okay? Yes. All right. Okay. So, this is a story which is relatable to everyone. Everybody must have felt it somehow in their lifetimes. So, when I was a young kid, it was my mom, who was always looking at what I'm studying. Even dad was doing that, but mom was more into this stuff. Ki table sunao, है ना, table याद करो, and a lot of things like that. And I was not very great memory at that time. So it was always like what needs to be done. So she was like, okay, keep on writing down all the tables. Have you ever felt in your life also, if someone came to you, maybe your teacher, maybe your mom, dad, elder sibling, or whoever, and they ask you, what is 14 multiplied by 7? So what we did as young kids, we'll write 14 into 1 is 14, 14 2s are 28, 14 3s are 42. That is how it did in mine, and then 14 7s are 98. Isn't it? Right? That is what I have also seen in my life, and I've seen in everybody's life. Can you relate to that? It's never like people ask you what is 14 into 7, you say 98 like that. That doesn't happen. Right? Yes or no? Exactly. That happens. So, you know what? I was doing the same thing. And I realized within a year or two maybe, I felt whatever I'm doing, it's not making any sense. You know, like my mind was active in that way that I knew what needs to be done, what is redundant. मुझे मालूम पड़ गया कि अगर कि ये कुछ गड़बड़ है, अगर मैं इस बात को तुरंत नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ तो कुछ तो मेरा प्रॉब्लम है ना? तो मैं रट रहा हूँ क्या? एंड यू नो समहाउ आई डेवलप्ड अ हेट्रेड टुवर्ड्स पीपल हु क्रैम्ड थिंग्स. रट्टा मार के बहुत लोग फर्स्ट आए होंगे, है ना, 10 CGPA लाए होंगे. Not everyone, a lot of them. So I was like, no, this is not done. Maybe I was second, third standard. I was like, there is something, some problem was over there. So then, because my mom asked me to, okay, no, write down all the tables from 1 to 20. I did that. I was doing that. But nothing was helping me. I wanted to be as smart as possible, that if someone comes to me and asks, what is 16 into 7? I say 102 directly. 112, right? If someone asks me what is 19 into 9, I say 171 directly. Now, this is something which did not happen to me naturally. It doesn't happen to anyone naturally. So, what I did, while writing the tables, I did like this. Everybody pay attention. Let's take the table of 14 into consideration. So, keep on writing, 14 sevens are, okay, 98, ho gaya, theek hai. 14 into 8, you do that. So, you were able to look at some patterns, isn't it? One pattern was, if you keep on adding 14 to it, you'll get the next numbers. All right, is that right? 112. कई लोगों ने पैटर्न देख लिया होगा अपनी लाइफ में. इसमें ऐड कर दो 126, तो बोलोगे अरे वाह मज़ा आ गया. इसका मतलब चलो ठीक है. Multiplication is nothing but addition several times. All these things you were able to understand. Yes or no? Were you able to understand those things? You were. You know what happened? After one point of time, I thought of going beyond the boundaries. Now, this is very important. When you ask me, sir, give me some motivation, I always say motivation doesn't exist. Motivation comes after action. You know what? The first action that I did as a young kid was this, and then I went beyond the boundaries. I say, let's cross the boundaries and let's say what happens. 14 to 11. Did normally by adding 14 to it. I kept on doing it for weeks. I did for weeks. When I kept on doing it, I realized something. I realized, and that shocked me to the core. You know what? Look at this. Let me write one more table the same way. Go beyond the boundaries. After 10 to 10, that is everybody does. Let's write others also. 132. Kept on writing in a normal, like a normal kid does. But when I kept on writing, at one point of time, I saw something really interesting. Something that really interested me, and that is the point of time when I got interested in mathematics. You know what was that? I could see a pattern. The pattern was, here I have 15, then 16, this is 4, this is 8. Then I thought, if this logic keeps on continuing, you know, if this keeps on continuing, then the next number should be 16 का 17 बन जाना चाहिए या 10 बन जाना चाहिए. But this is 180. I realized automatically only one digit is allowed. Probably 0 is here and 1 is going here. That's why it's 180. And that was actually true. Right? Yeah, it's wrong, I know. Jatin, Rishida, मैंने जानबूझ के wrong किया है. I was just waiting, कौन बताएगा? कोई बोल ही नहीं रहा इतनी देर से. Actually wrong. ट्वेल्व ऐड करने से 180 आएगा. Right. $182. What exactly happened over here? 15, 16 फिर 17 आना चाहिए था. Right? Is that right? 17 आना चाहिए था. और यहाँ क्या आना चाहिए था हमारे पास? यहाँ पे 4 के बाद 8 आया, 4 + 4, तो 8 + 4 12 आना चाहिए था. But this one is extra that went into 182. The moment I saw 182, I realized it is being carried forward. Is that right? You get that? You get that, everyone? Okay. Can you see this pattern here as well? Is it happening somehow? Let's see. Dots connecting. Okay. Hello. भाई फोन क्यों उठा? All right. There was some call. Don't worry. Okay. Now, here, this was, I saw this is 12, then 13, 14, 15, 16, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. अब मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि अब ये 16 और 8 आ गया, तो 17 और 10 आना चाहिए. But क्योंकि ये 180 आ रहा है, I do not know. It's 180. So I realized that it's basically getting carried forward. One goes in carried forward, which we're doing today. Getting it, everyone? Is that clear? All of you? Making sense? So I know you can relate to the first part of the story wherein you had to write all these tables and try to, cram it up. But this part of story, which you probably cannot relate to, you haven't done this. But if you have done that, tell me, raise your hands. You know what? Afterwards, when I studied Vedic mathematics as a grown-up kid, I realized these are things which I saw as a child. And you know what? After what happened? I felt so much at peace. Obviously, my marks did not increase in the school exams. No, that did not happen. Okay, I was in top 3 always, but never was मेरा marks maths में एकदम से 10-20 number jump हो गया. No, that never happened. But one thing happened. I became more confident. I became cooler. I became more at peace. The kind of peace I felt when I was 10 years old, that peace is felt when people become 60 years old. Why? You know why? Because I had all the logics. This is something which I want you to understand. It's not that I'm trying to blow my trumpet. No, I'm just trying to tell you that you guys are my friends, and I'm just telling you the story, the way you tell me your stories, that this story can motivate you probably, or maybe give you enough insights to understand things, right? So this makes great sense. And now I'll show you something that will blow your mind totally. See, very simple thing. 10, 11, 12, 13 टेबल छोड़ देते हैं, 8 का देखते हैं. Let's look at table of 8. Okay, see what happens. 8 into 8 is 64. 8 into 9 is 72. 8 into 10 is 80. Okay, looks good. 8 into 11 is 88. Now, once I saw that pattern, my mind always wanted to see patterns everywhere. And that's the reason that I did not score well in school, but I was majorly at peace. See, I saw something really beautiful over here. What was that? Something really beautiful. देखो हो क्या रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, इसको देखते हैं. 8 and 9. 8, 9. 8 is 2 less than 10. 9 is 1 less than 10. Okay. I saw this कि 9, 10 से, समझना बात को, देखो 8 है और 9 है. 9, 10 से जितना कम है, listen to me carefully, 9, 10 से जितना कम है, उतना ही कम अगर मैं 8 में कर दूं, मतलब 9, 10 से कितना कम है, 1 कम है, तो 8 से 1 और कम कर दूं, I'll get 7, isn't it? और इन दोनों में जो डिफरेंस है 10 से 2 and 1 का, उसको मल्टीप्लाई कर दूं, I'll get the answer. That is 8 9s are 72. Do you understand this? Let me give you another example. 8 into 8. मुझे ये करना है. So ये 8 10 से 2 कम है. वही 2 कम मैं इस 8 से कर दूं, I'll get 6. दोनों 2 कम है, 4. Is it making sense? Yes or no? All of you, tell me. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. Now, कैसा मजा आ रहा है? Looks great, no? Yes, Rishita, exactly. 14 into 9, मुझे ये करना है. 9 10 से कितना कम है? 1 कम है. 14 को 1 कम करता हूँ, I'll get 13, you know. And then this is 4 more, this is 1 less. So minus 4 का deficit आ रहा है 10 से, okay? So 130 में से 4 minus कर दिया, I got 126. Does that make sense? So all these things I saw, you know what I did? Not that I was very intelligent, no, not that. It's just that I pushed my boundaries. That is the motivation for this break, which you have right now. For next 5 minutes, you'll be on break. Go and have some tea. And always remember that pushing the boundaries is the best way to become intelligent and learn things. You know, if you're scared of heights, you have to jump off the cliff. Okay, and there is one thing more which I want to tell you. Think about a situation in which Superman was born when his mom was, let's say, imprisoned. Let's say Superman is born inside a prison. Would Superman have ever known that he can fly had he not seen the open skies? Isn't it? The two things are there, pushing the boundaries in terms of the hard work that you're doing, and also pushing the boundaries in terms of physical labor that you're doing, mental and physical both. This is mental boundaries pushing. Physical is just going out of your comfort zone, traveling, exploring, talking to people, observing the world. You would never know you are Superman if you keep on, if you keep yourself stuck inside a room or with just few people. That's not. You might be having a superpower which you don't really know. It can be harnessed only if you have the ambient atmosphere. You know what is ambient? Ambient optimum atmosphere is required. You don't yet know what is inside you. How do you know that? There are two ways. One is pushing your boundaries. Other is following someone who has pushed his boundaries already. That is me in this case. So let's do it together, guys. Okay? There's a break of 5 minutes. It shows 4:41. Let's start it at 4:46. And tell me, that story makes sense or not? Looks like real motivation. Practical, empirical, verifiable, and doable kind of motivation. All right. Thanks. What looked like a break was not actually a break. It was a reboot strategy for you guys, for your brains, so that you have absorbed the information that we have done till now. Obviously, it will require a lot of practice. That goes without saying. The next is whenever we have different bases. Okay. So when the bases are different, but digits are same. For example, we have 9 multiplied by 7. One digit number, so we'll just multiply it vertically. 9 sevens are 63. That's it. Okay, you know that. Nothing new here. Well, so I'll tell you what happened during World War II. There was a person called Trachtenberg. The name of this class is Vedic Mathematics, but it's not just Vedic Maths. We did Vedic Maths, we did Brahmaganit, we are now doing Trachtenberg system of numbers. Trachtenberg. So you know he did one thing. He was a Jew, as the name suggests, German, put behind the bars like all Jews were. Majorly they were in the World War. He was a physicist, you know, and in that prison where there was not even food, if you know that, you know, the kind of Holocaust that was put on Jews at that time, that could have, you know, kind of killed the soul of a person. They're beaten to death. They're not given any food, not given any water. You know, that is very sad if you know about the history of World War. Have you ever read about that? किसी को खाना मत दो, पानी मत दो कई दिनों तक और काम करवाओ बहुत ज़्यादा. People break. But this guy, he felt that the only hope to him is mathematics. Mathematics makes people survive, you know. It makes people survive. So what he did, he tried to find a few patterns. He was writing like this. 1 into 1 is 1. 11 into 11 is 121. 111 into 111 is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. If it is 1, 1, 1, 1, 4 times 1, if you multiply by itself, it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ascending order, then descending order. All right. You understand that part? If it is 5 times 1, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So how are things getting multiplied? He tried to find out a trick to it. Obviously for young school kids, and after the war was over, he survived and his wife, you know, helped him to get out of the prison. That's a different story altogether. I think this man deserves a biopic. Nobody has in Hollywood made a biopic on this man. He deserves a biopic. Anyways, that's a different story altogether. But what he did, let's try to put it in action. Okay? When I said 1 into 1, just one digit, it's 1. So when I multiply 3 into 7, this is a vertical multiplication, we get 21. That's cool. 1, 1 into 1, 1 is basically 1, 2, 1. So can I say, the symbology for this is 1, vertical multiplication, 2, it's cross-wise multiplication, 1, it's vertical multiplication again. I'll tell you how is this working. Some people must have seen this, but then would have never known that is done by Trachtenberg. That's the problem with mathematics, the way it is taught across the globe. That we teach mathematics in such a way that it looks like a concrete subject, concrete, meaningless, feelingless subject, discipline. But once you know why mathematics is developed by different people, our ancestors, they have done a lot, shed their blood, done a lot of stuff to come across something which we are using today. And we are so much comfortable, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. How would it look like in symbology? Vertical, cross, then the 3. Cross, and then this, then cross, then... So basically, if I want to make 3, I will have to use a vertical thing. Now, before going on further, let us try to put it in action and try to multiply a few numbers. You will realize what I'm trying to say over here. Let's say I want to multiply 23 and 45. These two are in different bases. One is 20, other is in 40s, right? There are two digits. There are two digits. The symbology used here is vertical, cross, and then vertical. So let's do that. The first vertical from the right hand side. The right hand side, what do we have? We have 3 and 5. Just write for the sake of making you understand. Crosswise 2 and 5. You have 3 and 4. And from the left, we have 2 and 4. We just need to multiply these things in this flow. 3 into 5 is 15. Let's write 15 over here and put an underline. 2 5s are 10, 3 4s are 12. 10 plus 12 is 22. Do you get that? Whatever the product we get in the crosswise, we need to add those products. 2 into 5 plus 3 into 4, that is 22. And here 2 into 4 is 8. Once we have that, as we know that one space, there can be only one digit. Rest will be carried forward. So only 5 stays, 1 goes in carried forward. 1 plus 2, 3 stays, 2 goes carried forward. 8 plus 2 is 10. We get 1035 as the final answer. So, I did this stepwise. I want you to take a good look at it for next 20 seconds and absorb this information. We'll come up with more such examples. Everybody, tell me. Ask in case you have a problem. Yeah, monk. I'll keep on telling you mathematical stories. Why people felt like doing something. This made someone survive. Done, everyone? Understood? Let's take some more examples. What if I pick, let's say, 81 multiplied by 63, okay? 1 3s are 3. Okay, you can do it mentally. Once you start practicing it, this will be done mentally. 24 plus 6 is 30. 8 6 are 48. Wow. 3 stays here, 0, 3 goes there, 51. 5103 is what we have. And this gives you the answer. What I think Vidhi or someone asked that how are you multiplying things so quickly? This is how I am doing it so quickly. Okay. Looks good, everyone. Jatin and Himang are the only people who are answering. Others, what happened? Let's have one more example. 27, 35. 7 5s are 35. 2 5s are 10 plus 21 is 31. 2 3s are 6. That's it. 5 stays, 3 goes. 4 stays, 3 goes. 9. 9 4 5 is the answer. Perfect. Interesting, isn't it? Let's do one more. 34 multiplied by 75. 4 5s are 20. 15 plus 28 is 43. 21. 0 stays, 2 goes. 5 stays, 4 goes. 2550 is the answer. Nice, isn't it? Understood? Wow. Let's take one more. 36 into 78. 6 8s are 48. 24 plus 42 is 66. 3 7s are 21. 8 stays, 4 goes, becomes 70. 0 stays, 7 goes, becomes 28. We have this answer. 2808. Yeah. I'll wait for a while. क्या मजा आ रहा है ना? स्टाइल से करते चले जाएंगे. Don't you know, don't you think now that mathematics is such a cool subject to learn? Fun and cool, just like music or singing. It's an art, it's not even a science. Let's do one more. 91 multiplied by 19. उसका उल्टा कर दिया. Let's see what happens. 1 9s are 9. 81 plus 1 is 82. 9 1s are 9. What do we have here? 9 to 8 goes there. 17. 1729 is what we get. One more. 63 multiplied by 74. 3 4s are 12. 24 plus 21 is 45. Here we have 42. 2 stays, 1 goes, 6 stays, 4 goes. 4662 is the answer. See? Nice, very good. Others? कोई बात नहीं. Chalo. So you have understood for 2 digits. Let me give you a few problems. 21 into 32. Tell me the answer. Be quick. And then 47 into 27. These two. Tell me the answers. Good, Ambika. Then comes the next is obviously we will do something for 3-digit numbers. Okay, 3-digit. What is the this thing, the symbology? For even digits we have like cross, for odd we have a vertical thing. So let's say I want to multiply 123 and 321. I'll show you stepwise. First of all, from the right, 3 into 1. It's 3 into 2 plus 2 into 1. 1 into 1 plus 3 into 3 plus 2 into 2. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3. 1 into 3 is what we have. 3 ones are 3. 2 plus 6 is 8. 9 plus 1, 10 plus 4, 14. 6 plus 2 is 8. This is 3. 3, 8, यहाँ 2 digits हैं. 4 stays, 1 goes, 9. 3, 9, 4, 8, 3 is the answer. Clear? Look at this. I'll give you more examples. Got it, everyone? Looks good. Even if it looks like, time taking for the first time, after a while, this won't bring any time. Becomes very easy after a while. Okay. Let's see. Let's do one more. You will tell me the answer. 457 multiplied by 6 73. Meenakshi, yes, but that won't be required because how many questions can I give? 10, 20? I think you just pick questions on random. यहाँ पे सवाल कुछ ऐसे बनाने का तो है नहीं, मतलब there is no technicality involved in making a question. Just that you pick two numbers at random and keep on multiplying. You can do it on your own, right? Just practice 20 to 40 sums every day like this, and you will be sorted. Okay, so here, let's do it. 7 3s are 21. 5 3s are 15. Plus 49 is how much? 64. Right? Now, this is important. 4 into 3, 12. Plus 42 is 54. Plus 35 is 79. Am I right? Let me check it again. 14 plus 42 is 56. 56 plus 35. गलत है, देखा ये सही है? सही है ना? It's right. Then 4 7s are 28, 5 30. We have 58 here. 4 6s are 24. That's what we have. Is that cool? Yeah. So 1 stays, 2 goes there, 6 stays, 6 goes there. 89 plus 6 is 95. 5 stays, 9 goes there, 67. 7 stays, 6 goes there, 30. 307561 would be the correct answer. All right. Yeah, I know it's wrong. Comment not lag ho rahe tumhare, pata hai? When I say something, your comment come after that. Sometimes I feel that you are not able to analyze the mistake. But I think you saw that. Cool. All right. All of you did correctly. Okay, Jatin. Chalo, perfect. Let's do one more. One number of God, other number of Satan. Let's multiply these two. Let's see what happens. Interesting, huh? You got the same? 6 stays, 3 goes to 7, 8 goes there, 134. 13 goes here, 103, 10 goes there. 5, 2, 3, 4, 7, 6 should be the answer. Well done, Himank, Viren, Mahi, Jathin. कुछ गड़बड़ लिखा तुमने शायद. So I think all of you have got it now. Is there anyone who wants me to repeat this? Karuna or anyone? All of it is clear. Now comes the fourth concept. And I'd like you guys to tell me what should be the fourth concept. We did base multiplication. Now we did multiplication of different bases, but the digits are same. 2 digits, 3 digits. What should be the next concept? Next concept should be, what if the digits are, Himank, 4. अच्छा हाँ, मेरे ख्याल से ये नहीं होगा कि what if digits are different. Number of digits ही different हो जाए. तब क्या होगा? लेकिन 1000 को वैसे ही कर दो, 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करके 100 वाले बेस पे 100 into 10 पे कर लो. What if the digits are different? तब क्या करेंगे? Let's say I have something like this. 367 multiplied by 89. Now, all the limitations that were there in all the multiplication techniques that we learned, the only limitation was the number of digits should be same. Not if they are different, what's going to happen? You know what? Just introduce a 0 here and your life is sorted. That's it. That's it. Baki वैसा ही. 7 9s are 63, 6 9s are 54, 8 7s are 56. 110 is what we get here. Then all three, 27 plus 0 is 27 only, plus 48. 75 is what we get here. 24. This is 0. That's it. Nothing else. Clear? Yeah, Meenakshi, just put a 0 so that the digits are same. Number of digits become same. जो 0 से मल्टीप्लाई होगा वो 0 ही रहेगा. Cool. Obviously करो ना, कोई बात नहीं. मैं तो 2 दशकों से कर रहा हूँ ये, like 2 decades. Obviously, you will take some time. Yeah, Rishita, obviously I can show that. 3 stays, 6 goes here, becomes 116. 6 stays, 11 goes here, entire 11 will go here. 11 plus 20 is 86. 6 stays, 8 goes here, 32. That's it. So 32, 66, 63. 32, 663. That's the answer. Himank, यही तो change करना है. You know what? Every person in this world, you're working as whatever. In your capacity, you need to change that. So what I'm doing, why I teach, you know, I'm majorly a writer and an aspiring filmmaker. Like I'm writing script for some movies, but I've written so many novels, you know it. Why do I teach? Obviously, I get some money, which is required. At the very same time, I teach because I can create this impact. What you're saying right now, somehow we need, more people like this, probably some of you might become trainers in future. Everybody is a trainer, everybody is a student, right? हर कोई शिष्य है, हर कोई गुरु है. हम सबको कुछ सिखा रहे होते हैं, कहीं ना कहीं सीख रहे होते हैं. It can be, anyone or anything. So, by keeping in sync with the people who are preparing for CAT or maybe some other entrance exams, if this turns out into something which people, even the state board start doing that, it will be a great thing, which is kind of happening. One state is there which has approached me to kind of redevelop their curriculum for basic primary mathematics. They want me to develop some curriculum. I will get some. I don't have that much time right now, but I am doing it. So maybe it will take a year, and if one state accepts that, maybe more will do. So that is something which needs to be changed, and it will change. Okay, so all of us, in whatever capacity we are, we need to do things which can change and create impact on society, not just in our own lives. Obviously, you need to be great at your own work, and then once you are there, you should start doing also for society, giving back to it in whatever way you are doing things. If you have heard this, a lot of parents tell that, maybe your parents all told you this thing. My parents told me, अगर सब लोग, ये बहुत कॉमन कहावत है कि अगर तुम घास भी काट रहे हो तो वो अच्छे से काटो. Probably अच्छे से घास काटने वाला कल को हो सकता है कि घास काटने की कंपनी शुरू कर दे, can become an entrepreneur. You got that? So it's just that whatever has happened in school or not happened, or whatever has not happened in your college happened in some other college, that's not a thing. Let it be. Whatever is happening right now is more important, and you need to start from this. It's kind of you're restarting. Let's say you're in nursery class again, KG class again. Restart. Okay. पहले क्यों नहीं हुआ, क्या फ़ायदा सोचने का, पास्ट है, भूल जाओ. आगे क्या होगा पता नहीं, हमें नहीं पता. हमें पता है कि अभी क्या हो रहा है. लेट्स कंट्रोल दैट ओनली. ओके, अभी ये हो रहा है और काफ़ी खूबसूरत हो रहा है. सो वी हैव डन ऑल ऑफ इट. नाउ multiplication is over, but at the very same time, I want you guys to look at something. There are some numbers which have got some kind of specific properties. Okay, specific properties. Jatin, yeah, right. Retract क्यों किया? अच्छा बोला तुमने. Dipali, calculator is allowed. It is allowed. But these things, देखो एक बार सुनो. Calculator allow हो गया, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि तुम कैलकुलेटर हर जगह इस्तेमाल करते जाओ. Okay, see, even if you save, let's say, 10 seconds in one question, and there are 20 such questions, you'll have saved 200 seconds, which is a lot. You would do 2 more questions by that, and that is what toppers do. Point number 1. Point number 2, if you learn these things, your observation and visualization increases a lot. I think, Dipali, you came right now. You must have not in the entire session. If you do that, you'll realize that how this thing indirectly benefits your mind. Isn't it? What do you think, others? Those who are attending it from the first moment, initial moment. Isn't it kind of, it's not just calculator allowed hai, cat mein ki nahi. Leave it. That's not even a question. This will indirectly improve your other abilities. Anyways, so some numbers are there, like the very, very beautiful numbers. There are certain properties. For example, you want to multiply 37 with 6. You know what has to be done? Just divide 6 into 3 equal parts. 2, 2, 2, and that's the answer. That's it. Now, this is a property that I have seen, the property of number 37. And this is a very common number. 37 is a prime number, 37 is prime. This will help you in prime factorization. I'll tell you how. When you do prime factorization of something, for example, let's say you have 999. In numbers questions, you are doing numbers these days. Kamal sir is taking it. So in numbers, a lot of time we have to factorize things. 999. अगर तुम करते रहोगे बैठ के बहुत टाइम लग जाएगा. 999, अच्छा जी, ठीक है. सो 37 का प्रॉपर्टी ये है कि जिससे भी मल्टीप्लाई करता है उसको 3 बराबर टुकड़ों में बांट देता है. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जिसको भी डिवाइड करेगा तो डिवाइड करने में जो रिजल्ट आएगा दैट विल बी सम ऑफ these three. So 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 27 into 37. We have factorized it. 27 is 3 cube. See, we prime factorized it. So what's the property? If you get three numbers in succession, three similar numbers, it will always be a multiple of 37. How important is that? Isn't it? Got it? 37 into 15 is 555. Cool. Do you get that? If it's a 3-digit number. If it's a 4-digit number, then how will it look like? By now you all have learned the art of carrying forward. So let's say 37 multiplied by 54. तीन बराबर टुकड़े क्या होते हैं? 18, 18, 18. At one place we can have only one digit. 8 remains, 1 goes in carry forward. 9 remains, 1 goes carry forward. 1998. 37 to 54 is 1998. See? Okay? So if we have three numbers that are similar, it will always be a multiple of 37. At the very same time, if we have four numbers like this, in which these two are similar and they are the sum of the first and last, it has to be a multiple of 37. Any number in this format. A plus B, A plus B, B. Any 4-digit number of this format will always be a multiple of 37. Do you get that? But all of these are single digits. आई बात समझ में? See? ऋषिता तब तो नहीं होगा ऑब्वियसली, 3 का मल्टीपल तो होना ही चाहिए यार. है ना? तो ये मतलब ये छोटी मोटी बातें हैं which is going to help you in different other ways in CAT as well. You get that? Numbers in this format, numbers in this format, these are always, they are multiples of 37. Now these things are not told in any book. Have you seen this? Never. This comes only by practice and by observation. Is that clear, guys? चलो कुछ और नंबर देखें इस तरह के मजेदार टाइप के, कुछ और खूबसूरत नंबर देखो. When things are multiplied by 11, let's say we have a number like 112 multiplied by 11. You can do it by base system or whatever, but here, what happens exactly? You get 2, then 1 plus 2, that is 3, and then 1. That's it. Done. Let's say you want to multiply 35 with 11. तो क्या करेंगे? थोड़ा मैं और इसे easy करता हूँ. Look at my fingers. I'm making a V shape. यहाँ रखूँगा finger अपनी. 5 में क्या add हो रहा है? Nothing. This is vacant. 5 plus nothing is 5. फिर यहाँ रखूँगा. 3 plus 5 is 8. फिर यहाँ रखूँगा. 3 plus nothing is 3. That's multiplied by 11. That's it. Okay? Let's say I have 47. 7 plus something. 7 plus nothing is 7. 4 plus 7 is 11. 4 plus nothing is this. 7. 1 stays, 1 goes carry forward. Whenever we have more than a digit, the left ones go to carry forward. हाँ जतिन वही है, 0 लगाना मतलब यहाँ कुछ नहीं, 0 है और vacancy represents 0. Okay? ठीक है? And that's the reason why the divisibility test of 11 is 1 plus 2 minus 3 is 0 divided by 11. 5 plus 7, 12 minus 1 is 11 divisible by 11. Getting it? Got it? That's great. Okay. कुछ और देख लेते हैं. जैसे मान लो in profit loss discount, or let's say any percentage increment, if something increases by 8% and then by 11%, what's the net percentage change? You have done that, but by base system you can do it quickly, right? Plus 8 plus 11, 119 is what we have. 8 11s are 88. This is what we get. So 8% increment is 108% of initial. This is 111% of initial. To multiply that, we get this. Percent है, point यहाँ लग जाएगा. So 1.1998. So the increment is of 19.88%. Is that clear? This is a simple use of what we did today. There can be multiple uses like this. In data interpretation, in quantitative aptitude, and more such cases. All right. कुछ और देख लेते हैं. Not clear? Okay. Something increases by 8% and then by, let's say, 12%. तो क्या करते हो इसको? The multiplying factor is 1.08. Here it is 1.12. If you want to multiply these two, you can do it because now you know the base multiplication. Plus 8 plus 12. Base is 100, right? 120. This is 96. 1 point यहाँ आया था तो basically यहाँ point लग जाएगा. So the things becomes 1.2096. How much has it increased? By 0.2096. In terms of percentage, it's 20.96%. Is that clear? अभी clear हो गया? The thing that was earlier 1 has now become 1.2096. The growth is of 0.2096. In terms of percentage, multiply that by 100, you get 20.96%. Got it? Great. There are multiple uses of all these things that I have told you by now. Okay. कुछ और चीज़ें दिखाऊं मैं. कुछ नंबर्स बड़े स्पेसिफिक टाइप के होते हैं, जैसे कि 6, 30, 210, 2310. All right. Seen these numbers? These are some very important numbers which are very common in questions. Yeah, Vidhi, that's same. देखिए ना सारे नंबर्स. एक और नंबर कॉमन देखता है 30030. Seen this one? What are these numbers? These are product of what? Product of first 2 primes, first 3 primes, first 4 primes, first 5 primes, first 6 primes. जो तुम सवाल कर रहे होगे अभी, वहाँ पे ये बहुत कॉमन नंबर दिखाई दिए होंगे, खास करके 210 and 30. Right? Some common numbers. So, whatever we have done, there are multiple utilities. One is quick calculation, other is indirectly you get smarter, and one is prime factorization. That is a very important part of it. Then percentage calculations. All this will be very much helpful for you. But before we go, I want to, end this session at a very important note, and that is the powers of 11. 11 to the power 11, well, 0 is 1, power 1 is 11, power 1 is 121. I told you how to multiply things by 11. If you remember, I talked about this, my fingers, right? You remember that? So, here if I put it, 1 plus nothing is 1, 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 0 is nothing. 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4. Then 1 again. Is that right? इसको इतने पे ही छोड़ देंगे. This is basically the teaser of the third session, which will be happening soon, and that is, what we call it. We don't call it Vedic mathematics. We call it multiverse of multiplication. This is going to blow your mind, and I'm taking it step by step for a simple reason, that I want you to improve step by step, evolve step by step. इसके आगे नहीं जाऊंगा. There's a reason for it. Some people might be knowing it. Okay, this is the teaser for the third session. By the way, just to show you something, and you will say, wow, why did we know it earlier? A plus B to the power 2. You know what is that? It's A square, it's B square, and it's AB. It's just that if you look at this is square. 1 to 1. Coefficients are 1 to 1, and we got the formula. We want to have the formula for A plus B whole cube. Coefficients are 1, 3, 3, 1. So we have A cube, 1A cube, plus 3A square B, plus 3AB square, plus B cube. See, 1, 3, 3, 1. Isn't it great? If I have the formula for A plus B to the power 4, I want to calculate the formula. A lot of you do not remember the formula. You say algebra is so difficult. If you have heard this, a lot of students call it algebra. My name Abhishek Pandey Gebra, so they put P in between algebra, became algebra. I will show you techniques to how to derive any formula even without remembering it. A to the power 4. Now what is it? 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Now we have 4 A cube B, 6 A square B square, 4 AB cube. In the end we have B to the power 4. See, this is the formula. 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. This is just a trailer, and we will do, so many magical and interesting things that you won't be able to find it anywhere in the world. So let's catch up in the next session with some great deal of logic and great deal of calculations. But before that, a homework which I don't think we have to, we need to, I need to give a homework as per homework. It's basically, you can just pick numbers at random. You can just, Arpita, there'll be division also the next session. You can just pick, some numbers at random and try to calculate their product. That is what you can do. Okay. By the way, let's give you one more teaser out of this. Let's say if I want to calculate the cube of, let's say, 17, cube of 17. So we have 1 cube into 7 ki power 0, 1 square into 7 ki power 1, 1 to the power 1 into 7 square, 1 to the power 0 into 7 cube. From what? The formula of x plus y whole cube. Look at this. Looks similar? 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3. Multiply, you need to multiply this by 3 and this by 3 and nothing else. So 1, here we have 1 into 7 is 21, 49 into 3 is 147, that is 343, that is what we have. 3 stays, 34 goes here, 4 plus 7, 11, 1, 18 goes here, 39, 3 goes there. 4913 is the cube of 17, yes or no? See, this is just a teaser. I hope you understood that. Okay then. So now these are things which we can do, just that you have to remember table still 25, square still 15, cube square still 25, cube still 15, and all the multiplication techniques that I did today. If you are through with that, in the next 3 to 4 days, I'll come up with the next session, which will be consisting of these complex things and also division. Division is still left. All right. Got it? So, that's all. And once the session is over, uh, put things in comment that what you liked, what you enjoyed, uh, how you felt you have become smarter, and you keep on practicing questions and keep on coming back and commenting, I have done this, I have done that. So that I also have a kind of a handy, um, what do you say, reminder of things that you have done. Vidhi, धीरे धीरे हो जाएगा. Himang, thanks for saying that. Arpita, obviously, third session will be on that. अच्छा, सब लोग promise करो मेरे को, the next session you will be ready with everything that we have done by now. Okay? Is that a promise? Great. Wow, Himang, you're born ready. That's the spirit. That's my guy. Arpita, how to stay focused? The moment you lose focus, just remind yourself that you're going to lose 1 mark in CAT every time you lose focus. You'll come back to it. The fear of failure is the biggest fear, I would say. So just remind yourself of that fear. Fear governs the world, not love, actually. Love is an outcome of fear only. So just fear, be scared of your failure, and you will not get diverted. Bye bye, everyone. Enjoy your night.